At my own father's funeral, I stood there in a black dress that hugged curves I never had, with a face so perfect it looked like it belonged to someone else, because it did. It belonged to the girl I became after I stopped being their ugly little sister. Delia? My mother whispered, like she was seeing a ghost. I smiled, the kind of smile that doesn't reach your eyes. Hello, Mother. Sisters. Sorry I'm late. I had to make sure I looked presentable. Let's pause it a bit here. You want to know why I disappeared? Let me take you back. I was 7 when the accident happened, a pot of boiling water that caused a mark on my face. The scar stretched from my temple to my jaw, a permanent reminder. Scarlett called me Frankenstein's baby sister. They never let me play. Mother made me sit at the back during family photos. Only Dad cared. He'd trace the scar and say, "This is your warrior mark." But shame is heavy when you're 14, like eating lunch alone. 1 year ago, a car hit me on a rainy night. Another accident, but this one gave me a gift: emergency reconstructive surgery. I woke up 3 weeks later looking like someone from a magazine. The scar, gone, but Dad never got to see it. He died from a heart attack while I was recovering. At the reading, Dad's lawyer dropped a bomb, $50 million. But there was a catch. Each daughter must be engaged or married within 3 months. I knew exactly where to strike first. Men are simple creatures. Marcus, Scarlett's boyfriend, was the first target. He loved new and shiny things. It didn't take much. Just a whisper meant only for him. And just like that, Scarlett was invisible. Then came Blake. He wanted a soulmate, someone who truly understood him, and I gave him exactly what he wanted. Madison watched her perfect boyfriend willingly give her up and fell for me. By the time the gala arrived, they were both mine. While my sisters cried over boys, I went for the crown and called an emergency board meeting. Then I presented undeniable evidence of Mother's mismanagement and fraud. Mother didn't even see it coming. I moved to remove her as CEO. The votes were in my favor, and her throne got shattered. I won everything. Marcus, Blake, Mother's position. My sister's pride was shattered. I stood in my corner office and felt absolutely nothing. That night, I found Dad's last letter, the one addressed to me. My warrior girl, I didn't set up this will to make you compete. I did it to force you to confront what matters. Revenge won't heal you. Forgiveness will. Not for them, for you. I crumpled the letter and cried for the first time in a year. I couldn't sleep. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw their faces, and I realized something. I'd become exactly what I hated. I was the monster, but just with a prettier face. The next day, I called Mother, and we met in Dad's garden. "Why did you protect Madison, the one that caused my accident?" I asked. Her composure broke. "It's not that I want to harm you, but..." She continued, "I knew about Madison's accident. I was so afraid of losing both my daughters that I chose silence." She reached for my hand. "You were never ugly, Delia. You were brave." I fell into her arms and cried for the first time ever. I called Scarlett and Madison to the house. "I never loved Marcus or Blake. I manipulated everything. I wanted you to feel what I felt, and it made me more damaged than I ever was." I turned to my sister. "I forgive you, Madison, for the accident, for everything." Scarlett's voice cracked. "You always mattered. Even with that scar, you were braver than I'd ever be." We hugged each other as we all forgave each other. None of us got married before the deadline. We all forfeited the inheritance. Dad's last lesson: some things are worth more than $50 million. We sold the company, started a foundation for kids with facial differences, so no kid ever feels invisible because of a scar. I kept the beautiful face, but I'm rebuilding the beautiful heart Dad always saw because revenge didn't heal me. Forgiveness did, and maybe that's the real glow up. My name is Delia Hartford. I was the ugly sister, the invisible one. Now I'm just me, and that's enough.